I remember last year at Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve right after the New Year's ball fell, Ryan Seacrest asked Carrie Underwood and Miley Cyrus if either of them could lead the crowd in a chorus of Auld Lang Syne. As he passed the microphone between the two of them, they both giggled and said that neither of them knew the words. What Dick Clarkless bunker have you spent all of your past New Year's Eves in that you don't know the 4 lines required of you to sing along with everybody else at New Year's? Fun Auld Lang Syne fact. The original words were written by Scottish poet Robert Burns, the same Robert Burns who wrote the poem Sweet Afton, from which my username is taken. Learn something new every day. Oh, by the way, I'm at my grandma's house. Look, not my house. Grandma's house. Check it out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sad that 2008 is over. It was a good year. I graduated from high school. I was accepted into one college. I enrolled, and then 2 weeks before orientation, I was accepted to another school that was higher up on my list, and so I dropped everything and enrolled there. I saw David Sedaris, Randy Newman, and John Bryan in concert. I went to my first music festival, Bumbershoot, and saw Sandra Lurka and Battles and Death Cab for Cutie, and other people. I wrote my first 2 songs to startlingly enthusiastic reception. This year I obtained a steady boyfriend. It logically follows that I was kissed for the first time. I traveled to South Korea for 10 days. I stood in North Korea for about 10 seconds. I helped elect an African-American man to the office of the President of the United States. Whether or not you agree with this, you have to admit we're at a turning point in history. I discovered that I have no neck, and that I turned into Larry King in my sleep. I discovered that YouTube is not just a platform for video sharing, but a rich and supportive community of truly talented and creative people, and I've magically fallen ass backwards into the middle of it. This year, YouTube changed my life in ways that I cannot really comprehend. At the top of the year, my channel had barely 500 subscribers. Last week, it saw its 10,000th. It is because of YouTube that Jonathan Colton ever got wind of my cover of Tom Cruise Crazy. It is because of YouTube that I ended up playing with him and Paul and Storm last April. And it is because of YouTube that I have any connection to Jonathan Colton, and through that, I ended up rubbing elbows with John Hodgman in probably the most literal sense possible. It is through YouTube that I met and performed with John and Hank Green. This isn't a horn that I really like to toot, but through the generosity of a few subscribers who read my blog, I made $1,200 this year through donations on PayPal. I haven't touched this money, and I actually don't know what to do with it, but I just know that it will go towards my music in a very direct and tangible sort of way. 2008 was a very good year for me. This next January with the inauguration and stuff is already looking pretty hot, but 2009 does have a lot to live up to. Usually when I make New Year's resolutions, I forget them as soon as I finish saying them, but hopefully since I'm putting them into a video, they will stay fresh in my mind and I might actually, go through with some of them. I resolve to completely read the texts that I am assigned in school, as closely as I can whenever time affords it. I know college is difficult for everybody, but in talking to my friends I find that it would be much easier if people just read the books that they were supposed to read, instead of spark-noting and skimming. I resolve to eat real food more often. I resolve to not get lazy and microwave my meal just because I don't feel like putting on shoes and walking down to the student union. It's cold where I go to school, but it's not that cold. So help me God, I will eat my popcorn 1 kernel at a time, even if it kills me. I've been shoveling it handfuls into my mouth at a time for too many years, and I must evolve. I resolve to grow creatively this year and to push myself to write more songs more often. I think. I resolve to take real steps towards producing an album. Some of you have already noticed that I have signed on with DFTBA Records, which is a record label created by Hank Green and Alan L. I should learn how to pronounce his name, but not today. They take care of distribution, fan-mongering, business transactions, that kind of boring ass-hattery. It makes me uncomfortable to say that I have fans. Just the word kind of bothers me. Fans are people that you wave to from the back of a motorcade or something. Fans aren't people you talk to. Fans aren't people you interact with. You don't let fans see your hair when it looks like this. On YouTube, they're called my subscribers. On Twitter, they're called my followers. MySpace gets one thing right and calls them my friends. I don't want to coin some cutesy word for this group of people who watch my videos and compliment my hair and leave me lovely comments and things, like Sweet Aftonites or something dumb like that, but I don't really know what to call them. That said, I resolve to show more gratitude towards these people on YouTube and elsewhere who support my creative efforts and causes, who listen to me when I rant like this, who tickle my brain, and who have paid attention and provided unconditional support and encouragement to me in the 1.5 years that I've been actively performing on YouTube. This year I got to meet several of these people face to face, and it was a truly rewarding and humbling and wonderful experience to talk to each and every one of them. And I can't go on pretending that my small slice of internet fame is bizarre coincidence that I can just take for granted just because I don't think I deserve it. I have a long and storied history of not thinking very highly of myself, and at this point I've been outnumbered 10,000 to 1. In a very surreal and accidental kind of way, I guess I am kind of web famous. I know a lot of you are probably thinking, you're just realizing this now? And I have to learn to embrace it this year. I have to respect my subscribers for their attention and their time, and I have to return on their investment. I resolve to floss my teeth in the morning and the evening instead of just the evening. I resolve to not use profanity unless it is absolutely necessary. Sometimes it is absolutely necessary. I resolve to read for fun more often. Now that I'm in college, reading multiple books at the same time is a skill that I need to build. Maybe I could start a Sweet Afton 23 book club. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of auld lang syne? For auld lang syne, my dear, for auld lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for auld lang syne. Miley, Carrie, learn it. This year I obtained a steady boyfriend.
I fell off.
Jerk.
No, I didn't mean to.
Right. You better not laugh, because then they'll hear it.
No, I'm trying to not giggle at all.
As he passed the microphone between the two of them, they both giggled and said that they... I helped elect an African-American man to the office of the President of the United States. Like we were literally rubbing elbows in the back of a car. That sounded dirty. I'm not gonna put that in the video.